Is glad to have everyone join us today. Wherever it is you do that around the world, we say welcome. This is Enterprise Morning on Enterprise Television. Let's get straight to our conversation for today. Former Ekiti State Governor Fayose has stirred fresh controversy over the political crisis in Rivers State after questioning Governor Fubara's claim of being 001 in the All Progressive Congress APC membership register in his word. Speaking during an interview, Fayose argued that political leadership within a state does not automatically rest with a sitting governor. Drawing a comparison with Lagos State, Fayose said Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu cannot be regarded as the political leader of Lagos, insisting that President Bola Tinubu, a former governor of the state, holds that position.
Very true. On the Rivers crisis, Fayose maintained that President Tinubu would not abandon the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, in favor of Governor Fubara. Fayose's remarks prompted swift reactions from the stakeholders in Rivers State. The factional APC chairman in the state, Chief Emeka Beke, alongside civil society advocates Mr. Chizi Enyi, criticized Fayose and advised him to focus on his political alliance with Wike rather than interfering in Rivers affairs.
Also, let's get talking. We still have Mr. Showdown with us. Thank you so very much, sir, for hanging on. It's glad to have you discuss this because it's important that we get into this messy situation happening in Rivers State. But talking about Fayose, the man under reference, we all know he's standing on the mandate now. Lots of people will say he is hungry and looking for political gains. What's your take on this little intervention he's doing for Rivers State between two brothers that are quarreling amongst themselves?
Well, don't forget this popular saying that there's no honor among thieves. No honor. Whether it's ex-governor, ex-president, or rent or whatever. That we have somebody like Fayose putting opinion about state capture as his own reality or sustainable God. It shows how moral wreck the nation is. There's no person in the country today that will not know antecedent of Fayose. Either corruption, either political thuggery, rogue, and what have you. So if people like that are the opinion molder in the current dispensation, it's a simple thing. It just tells us that we are moving backward. Moral, no ethics, no scruple, no anything. You just feel that power is power. Can you imagine giving an example of Tinubu, who has done the state capture, which Wike also wants to do, and many governors want to do? That is the first threat to democracy. It's not about election. Election becomes rigged, not on the day of election. On the basis of mindset and the processes going on in different states. If the mindset is to make sure that one person is the alpha and omega of a state, of course, if that one person insists that's going to get the power at all costs, it means that election is already rigged because a rogue who capture a state or two states cannot allow free and fair election. Because free and fair election also talks about free and fair primary or parties in picking their choice. So when you suppress your party or as an interloper, so how do you expect the election to be free and fair? I put something up about a week ago that the most difficult question that any teacher can give his students is to find the difference between Portable and Wike. That's a very difficult question. To say, okay, go and look for the difference between Portable and Wike. It's going to be difficult for even the most brilliant students to see the differences. And what that means is that even our pretense to dignity has been shattered on the basis of the current rogues, particularly in APC, in other bourgeois parties. If not, how can somebody start promoting state capture as the ideal, like it did in Ekiti, which was not successful? because there was higher force against him. If not, how can any former governor wants to still be dominating? Why? Fayose, Wike was never a member of APC, even though he was working to destroy APDB for APC. Even the election we are talking about, was it free and fair that brought Fubara? Well, it wasn't. We saw it. All of us saw it. Where Wike stopped, didn't allow anybody to get to INEC with his voice, and supported by police. And they were just giving different figures. Somebody still said some things to me about Wike and the Rivers election. When I was contesting, because I didn't believe you can have, even you see report election result, written and cancelled, reason and cancelled is viral. Is that what, do we continue this way? Rural politicians are a threat to democracy. They don't believe in it. They don't at all. You want to stay, you want to copy, so that Awolowo, as great as he was, never had a state capture. And I'll give instances. In Kwara, Awolowo wanted another candidate to be the candidate. He wanted one man from Ofa to be the candidate. But the party, the young party member, wanted Adebayo to be the candidate in 1983. Awolowo lost to the party. That is leadership. In Oyo, Awolowo wanted Alayonde to be governor, to be the governorship candidate of, but the young member wanted Bola Tinubu. Awolowo lost. So what are you talking about? What are we talking about? But now, if a Tinubu, a Wike, or a Makinde wanted somebody to be the next governor after them, if they are going to push their way, stay their way, with talks, with money, that is not democracy. That is roguery. That is business of touts. That's business of criminality. Even nobody will do that in secondary school election. So all that is happening in Rivers State is just a reflection of how morally indecent leaders have become, and of course the nation. How can you do that? You see Obama laws, even Ghana Ghana. You see the way they are doing. President will go from different parties. That is how to enhance democracy, so that people will have confidence that this is system they have and they believe in. Not that we know they are going to do. Somebody was saying it on phone with my wife about 3 days ago, talking about anybody, we know they don't. This is an average man. He said we know they don't. Election is not about voting in Nigeria. Was trying to justify, and that is the tragedy. That is the tragedy. So media people, and of course the voters, should not wait. Are giving paper presentation before election, because we even publish 30 ways to rig election. Pre-election, days before election, count Lord. This is what we should, instead of romancing the rogues that are involved in state capture. How can you be talking state capture? You are in PDP. You are justified, or you want to control what is happening in the APC. And the president was looking at you, because the president still want you to do rigging job there. It's obvious. I've been in this country for some time. In fact, Umaru Diko, Shagari, did not do one thing. Yet all of us were crying about his bad character. This one, wicked, so uncontrollable, so immoral, and was still a minister. That tells you that Tinubu is giving him the oxygen to breathe. And he said the raw signal that the election will not go to be free and fair. That's what the meaning. You cannot call your minister, you cannot sack him. Sack Wike today as minister. It becomes a nobody. It's not because anything. Sack him today, become nobody. But the president was looking at him, and they just passed one authority directive that I should. And he replied That president feels is not useful, you should sack him. That tells you the moral the moral collapse the nation is all about, because there's government and of course there's politics. When you are elected, you're supposed to do work of election. If you want to resign. Also, INEC that is talking of independence, of credibility, close their eyes against that, which to me is not good. The election campaign has not started. He should have warned them that all political parties can be meeting, can be discussing. They're coming out to campaign, for aspirants or for yourself. It's very wrong. When people are campaigning, that is jumping the gun. And this is part of conditions flouted to make election not free, not fair, and violent. So if you are just election 2007, if it goes like this, it's not going to be free and fair. It's going to be rigged with violence, with killing, with naming, and what have you. That is the truth. It's obvious. The morning determine the night. That is it. It's obvious. Everywhere, nobody is even talking of the economy. Nobody is talking of welfare.
Right, I think we lost Mr. Shoyinton there. He was speaking to all of this very complex issues happening in Nigeria, especially with our electoral system and process that we run. Yes, Wike is at the center of this discussion. A man who is all self-centered to some extent. People would regard that. Of course, it's written all over the place, very so glaring that he is really a formidable force that cannot be controlled. And one would wonder, why is that person still there? Why would President Bola Tinubu still have him there? Like Mr. Shoyinton did say, that he told people that were questioning why he should be sacked. And he said that if he is not valuable, that President Bola Tinubu would have sacked him. So the question, the term valuable is the center of the point there. Mr. Shoyinton is back with us.
He just said meeting has ended. So that was what.
Yes, you can continue. It's just a little glitch there. So so you can continue on your thoughts. Or you have a question?
Okay, no.
Are you seeing my?
Let's hear from
Okay.
Yeah,
are you serious? So you can just do a question there.
Okay. So how I really want to. I'm looking at this question, but let me just take it away from. Okay, so can we say how could this crisis affect governance and stability in Rivers State?
It's already affecting it. It's already not affecting because the governor must move with his own talks. Wike must move with his own talks for protection and to show that they are in control. But that is not. That should be towards end of the fourth year. That's it. I was here during even during Obasanjo regime. It's about the third year that started doing a lot of underground campaign. But these ones, they don't respect law, they don't respect rule, they don't respect ethics. They just see. But what they are doing now is not to part politics. They are affecting it already. And they have to spend so much money on their political touts. That's the truth. So much money on parties on campus, so much money on National Union of Road Transport Workers, so much money on state assemblymen to buy them or to rebuy them. So it's about, it's not governance, it's not unfortunate. This Rivers State that past years, during the Second Republic, we had people with character at their government. But today, what do we have? We also show the general trend in the system. System that's collapsed, that doesn't base on any integrity. You can see, I don't understand. Because a Fubara was exposing what the judges were doing, collecting money, upon the judgment and things like that. That is enough for many judges to go to court. So they come or they resign. Because it's an indictment. If people talk, and it's not Fubara alone, everywhere people talk about judges, even law is written in grammar, English grammar, so you can read the judgment. And we know what many judgments have gone to. With due respect, very few that are very, 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 very truthful to their callings and happy to be that very few, very few. The way to promote them is also another thing entirely. So it's a question of people themselves, and there is danger now. The danger is that people may not come out for the election much, but the result will be higher. But that is one thing. When you are causing crisis here and there, you are pushing back most people. I will not come out here. We will know what they are going to do. They have already read the water. And that is the time politicians like. Because when there is apathy, when there is apathy in election, the vote will rise astronomically. Even there was a time, I think the president or so openly said, we are the voters. When he voted, and when they gave a result, was even more than when the people came out to vote. So it's about rigging is not a day on election. No. Rigging has started in most states now. We state capturing. It's as simple as it is.
Very true. We can't overstate, some of these things, and this is usually what happens when we have wrong or round pegs of square holes. Like Mr. Shointo did say, the process that brought Simenalayi Fubara in the first place was really not good enough, wasn't so comfortable. Simenalayi Fubara during the primaries of the PDP was not the person the PDP people wanted at the time. Yes, and Wike forced Simenalayi Fubara on the people. And today the table is turning, but the people of Rivers State are suffering the brunt as we speak as a result of all of this many shenanigans that those in power have brought upon us. Very so sad, but that is the reality we have before us. Thank you so very much, Mr. Shointon, for being here. We truly do appreciate your insight.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Good morning.
Thank you so very much, sir. All right, that's just about the time we have. We'd love to say thank you for making this a date. Please do well to follow us. You can find us at enterprisetvnews.com to read up on everything we have talked about today. You can also download to rewatch, share to your friends and your folks when you visit us at Enterprise TV7. I am Henry Igwebike.
And I'm Kende Bodumi.
Have yourself a splendid day. God bless you.
God bless Nigeria.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.